right? I asked you to bring them here, and what, you couldn't bring them here?
Okay, you know what? Why are we arguing about this? We came to talk. You'll see the kids next week, all right?
But next week is like a million miles away from me.
I don't get to see them that much. That's why I wanted them.
Look, we aren't going to argue in front of the kids, all right?
Yeah, but it's not about us. It's about you making the decision for us.
No, I left the kids at home so we could talk.
Hey, guys. I don't want to interrupt. Just thought I'd stop by, see how you guys are doing today.
This is Charlie. He came to visit me today without the kids.
Nice to meet you. I just thought it might be nice for us to get together and just the two of us talk without the kids, but Jessica doesn't agree.
It's not that. It's just not what I expected. I told you on the phone that I expected to see you with the kids. I just think if you had other ideas about the visit, you should have told me.
It's not so easy to get everything together the way you want.
That's not what I'm asking for. You know what? Fine. Next time, I'll have my mom bring the kids.
Jessica, so you're disappointed that the kids aren't here and that Charlie saw this as an opportunity for the two of you to talk, am I right?
Yeah.
I'm also hearing something else, that for a while now, Charlie's been making some decisions about the family with little to no input from you. Look, it's not uncommon for other family members to have to fill in for the other one when they couldn't meet their responsibilities. Now with Jessica out of the home, everybody in the family is going to have to do their part to pitch in and pick up the slack. And now she's in treatment, she's going to want to retain some of her responsibilities. You know, that can make everybody, relieved yet anxious at the same time.
I totally think that's what's happening. You know, I have some ideas about things that we should and should not do with the kids, and I don't feel like Charlie always listens to me because he thinks he knows better.
I don't think I know better. It's just I'm the one that's always there doing it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You guys have both played very specific roles within the relationship. And now she's here and she's looking at herself and her behaviors. She wants to make some changes. That's going to impact her role within the relationship. She wants to fully embrace that role instead of having you take on all the responsibilities.
It's a pretty big switch. Look, I know I always say that's what I want, but I don't know. I don't know.
I just want the kids to see us as a team. You know, I'm learning different ways to talk to them and respond. You think this is interesting stuff too, right?
All this takes time. Guys, continuing to carve out time for the two of you to talk is going to be crucial in Jessica's recovery. It's the core of your relationship. I know it can easily be put aside when the kids are involved. But if you work at it, it'll make everything in your lives easier. Give you a shot to move on to something better.
I want that. I really want that.
Yeah, I do too.
Don't get me wrong, I know my cousin needs to be here and she has to get her stuff together, but my mom has already done so much for her, and now she has to lay this emotional stuff on her too.
So what I'm hearing is that you feel that Lydia's issues are really hers alone and that your mom shouldn't be involved.
Well, the thing is, you are involved. I wish it was different, but you're my only family here, and your mom's got my kid. I mean, you've been going on and on over the years about what a screw-up I am, and now that I am actually trying to communicate what's going on and what's been going on with me, now it's like, whoa, that's too much.
You know, in treatment, there's going to be a lot more talk about these kinds of deep issues, about emotions, about relationships, about feelings. And I know that this can be uncomfortable for family members, but I want you to think about the fact that Lydia really has an opportunity here to look at her behavior and try to start to see some patterns.
Yeah, she gets to sit here and go to groups and talk about her behavior and her family, while we're trying to keep her kid going and trying to keep our own lives going. We don't have the time to talk about this stuff, and we've tried to forget a lot along the way too.
You and your mom have really been keeping everything together while Lydia concentrates on her recovery, and that is huge. And what you're expressing is really not uncommon for people to feel from time to time when they're supporting people in treatment. But I want you to think about before, because drugs and alcohol before were the ways that Lydia might escape to try to deal with her problems, and now that drugs and alcohol are not an option, you and your family are going to have to learn new ways to deal with anger and new ways to communicate. You're going to have to talk more. You're going to have to listen more. You're going to have to cooperate and communicate more. And I know that this can be uncomfortable. Believe me, I get it. I really do. But in the long run, this is going to be way more effective.
Listen, I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. I'm not. I'm just trying to talk about some of the things that we talk about in group with you guys, just so that you can see where I'm coming from. I am trying really hard here. And I understand that you are working double time just so that, you know, you can keep things running while I'm in here, and I really appreciate that.
I guess we just always see you as the problem. But I think you're right. I think we all need to rethink how we communicate. My mom is going to have a really hard time with this.
Well, you know, invite her here to the facility. We'll all sit down and talk together. That's an important part of the process.
So I was thinking that because the kids are so excited to see you, that when you get back, we could go to the McDonald's and you guys could split a Happy Meal, because that's all that Lily has been talking about. She can't stop. And then afterwards, I was thinking that we could go back to the house and you guys could play video games, because James.
Why do you have to plan everything?
I was just thinking that we could plan it now so that we could get it all
Why
in
do I
when you
need
come.
to plan?
The
to-
kids are really excited
What is
to
the
see us.
everything
I just
that
want to
needs
make
to be
sure
done?
that we get a basic plan. I just think that it's better if we come up with a plan
Why?
first. Just
Why?
Jimmy?
Why was you plan? Hey, counselor, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
This is Nicole, my best friend. I was telling you about her.
That's right, best friend Nicole. Yeah, thank you for being here today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, this is the counselor. He's a pretty cool guy, even though he's always busting my chops.
That's right. So how's your visit going?
It's good. It's good. It's really good to see him.
Yeah? Jimmy, how about you? How's your visit going?
It's fine.
Okay. Fine. What's up?
Nothing. I'm talking to Nicole about what it's like when I go to her house on a pass and what that whole situation is like.
And what's that whole situation like?
It's good. You know, it's good. You know, she makes the food and she's got all the good video games and we go to church, right? Her church, of course.
We meet up with my friends, and Jimmy actually really likes my friends. And then we always go out to dinner afterwards, and I pay, of course. But I make sure that he's all set up at home. You know, I buy his favorite coffee and make sure that he has towels and shaving cream and that there's enough food in the refrigerator because he eats a ton. And that he gets enough sleep before he sees the kids because they are a lot.
The kids?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, they're really cute. It's just that they're a lot to handle.
Yeah, but that sounds like your visits are really busy, Jimmy. And it sounds like that's a lot for you to plan too, Nicole. So, what was it you guys were getting into when I came over?
Well, I know what she does, I know what she did, I know what she does, but there are times where I go to her house and I just want to chill. You know, and I can't have her coming at me like this all the time because it stresses me out, and frankly, it makes me feel like a child, like I can't take care of myself.
Okay, I see. There's a little guilt pang there, right? It seems like what you believe is caring for Jimmy and Nicole might be a little bit more stressful than it is helpful. And it's real hard for us as family members to let our loved ones live their life on their own when they're so new to recovery. I mean, we don't want him to go down that road of relapse again, right?
Yeah. No, I don't. He's just so good and so smart. I want him to be better, that's all.
Right, and you can't make him better. As much as you want to, you can't. Only Jimmy can do that. You can certainly make his visit safe and drug-free, and we're going to talk more about that. The flip side of that is coming to terms with our loved ones' need to practice what they learn in here. Acting safely, thinking clearly and responsibly, and expressing their feelings, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but what do I do when he screws up and doesn't take care of himself?
Well, you can take care of yourself, and he might not screw up. You know, when Jimmy's in your home, you can give him what he needs. You can give him towels, food, a couch to sleep on. He's gonna know when to take a shower, hopefully, right? And when to eat. But if he doesn't, or if he becomes unsafe, you can call us or call someone that you trust to talk to about that. Do you have someone like that you can talk to?
Yeah, I mean, I can call my friend Sarah.
Great. In addition to talking to your friend Sarah, you can also practice what we call and what we teach these guys, self-care. Self-care is doing something for yourself, by yourself. It's taking a bath, it's making a cup of tea, taking a walk, reading a little bit, listening to some music. 10 minutes if you can't find a stretch longer than that. 5 minutes. The point is you'll be taking the focus off of Jimmy and his recovery and putting that focus onto you and your health. When you're taking care of you and Jimmy's taking care of Jimmy, eventually he'll feel less stressed about visits with you and he'll feel more confident. He'll actually learn how to become a drug-free adult because he'll do it on his own terms if he gets that chance to practice. We can talk more about this in group in a few minutes, and we'll also talk more about the self-care I was talking about, okay?
Okay.
All right? All right, thanks, guys. Well, guys, it's good to see you both. Andrea, thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot to your father that you're here right now. How's it going?
Good.
I'm really glad we're both here.
I was just telling my dad that I can't wait till he comes home. We have so much catching up to do. Everybody's asking about him.
Really? Like who?
Well, Louie and Dottie, of course.
Right.
And the other day I saw Will and Kay.
Will and Kay.
No, Dad, it's okay. Will was asking for his clothes back and stuff, but I totally covered for you and told him that you'd gone to your sister's to help
I'm an
out.
adult. I can call Will myself and get, those are my clothes. I can get them back.
Guys, hold on a second. That sounds like there might be some enabling coming on here.
What do you mean?
It might be a new way of looking at things, but that's what's happening here. Let's talk about it, okay? Enabling, making possible, practical, easy. Covering for your loved one by calling in sick for him when he's been out in a bender all night. Giving him money even though you know that money goes towards drugs or clothes.
Then there was one time I got arrested. She bailed me out of jail.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
I'm
I
just
didn't know what
saying.
else to do. Will and Kay either. I mean, they weren't going to do that. Is what I did wrong?
No, this is wrong. We're doing what we feel is helping, and it's coming from a place of good intentions, but it actually ends up just backfiring. What we think is being helpful is actually enabling our loved one to continue their drinking and drug use.
So, how was what I just said enabling?
Well, we heard you make up a reason for why your dad didn't get his clothes, when really that's his responsibility based on the consequences of his prior drug use.
I love my dad, and I'll do anything I can to help, but now I'm worried that what I'm doing is making it worse.
One way you can check to see if you're enabling is ask yourself a simple question. Does the help you give your father prevent him from dealing with the consequences of his prior drug use? And if the answer is yes, then you're enabling. Your energy is better served staying strong for yourself.
Honey, I have to take full responsibility for this and deal with this thing head on.